Hello everybody, welcome to another messy, sweaty video, but I wanted to show you the end of my run and all this amazing, beautiful wildlife. There is a snowy white egret out there, and I think I have it in focus. There it is, yeah, right off to the side, bring it in center screen there. You can tell the snowy white egrets because they have more of a fluffy plume of feathers around their neck and up on their head, and the great white egrets are bigger and they don't have all that fluffy feathery stuff, which you can really see when they get kind of territorial and whatever. And we've got a little crowd moving there. Yeah, now I wish, I know it's natural for kids to chase the birds, but I wish they wouldn't chase them here because the birds are nesting now and they're just kind of enjoying themselves. And when I'm running, I always try and run around them if I can. But the reason I am doing this video today is because I ran by something that just, I see it on almost every run I do, and it just makes me so crazy. We'll be coming up on it shortly, I do believe, where people are just fishing. They put their fishing poles in a plastic PVC hollowed out tube and just let it sit there all day, catching fish, and usually throwing it back. Imagine how painful that's got to be for the fish. We're learning so much more about how fish experience pain. Actually, they have more nerve endings around their mouth and throat than anything else. I just dropped my glasses. I wanted you to see these too because there's a little stream of consciousness here. They're broken. Yes, I'm waiting for my new cheap ones to come in. People say, oh, you're so lucky to live here, but I do make sacrifices to live here. I eat on $4 a day, as you know. That's the name of my first book, Eat Vegan on $4 a Day. And I don't live in the most expensive house. As you can see behind me, these are probably anywhere from $1 to $2, maybe $3 million homes, condos, and I don't live on the water. I live close to it, so I can walk over to it and save just a ton of money by living in a small apartment that I rent at the moment. So anyway, back to people fishing. It just drives me a little nuts when I see this kind of thing. And the main reason that it's so bad, when you go to restaurants around here, a lot of public places, you do see signs that say don't feed the wildlife. Why? Because the wildlife then forgets how to fish and how to find its own food. And yes, we are coming up on it. There is a beautiful blue heron that is standing right by one of these fishing poles, and this is what is so awful. I will let you see it as we come up on it. There's no point for it, and people get all upset about the lions and stuff like that. But you can see this poor heron is just standing there waiting for somebody to give it a fish. I think you can see it now. Again, the sun is right behind my camera, so it's very hard for me to see what I'm actually shooting. But that heron will stand there as long as that fishing pole is there. And I assume there's probably some fish on the end of it, which is why it's just standing so motionless. So it's not exercising. It's not only hunting for itself, but if it's around younger animals, it will not be demonstrating to the younger animals how to hunt and fish as well. So, I'm just going to keep walking here because, people spend a lot of money and they come on vacation and they think this is such a big deal to come fishing. And one of the reasons they fish here is because Lake Okeechobee, which was a big place where people from up north would come to fish in the middle of the state of Florida, that lake no longer has fish, or it's had trouble. I haven't kept up with it lately. But, you need to leave our wildlife alone. You need to let them resume their own hunting as much as possible. And if you're upset about Cecil the lion being taken down, get equally upset about all the fish, the millions, I'm guessing, of fish that are destroyed here on our beaches daily.